friends. I hope you are enjoying your coffee or your morning or whatever has been going on in your day. I'm glad that you're taking time right now to seek Jesus and think about how he can help you improve your difficult relationships. So, I'm thinking again about that topic of forgiveness. Matthew 18, verse 21, Peter comes up and asks Jesus, how often do I really need to forgive my brother if he sins against me? 7 times? Because that seems like a lot. And Jesus is like, oh, not just 7. How about 70 times 7? Okay, even if he just means 77 times, that's a lot. And I bet we would lose track of what people do to us before we hit 77. But please don't try to keep track of what people do against you. But this is so hard. This forgiveness can be so hard. And especially if we don't have a chance to talk to someone about what we're holding against them. Sometimes that's just not possible, or sometimes we know in our hearts it just wouldn't be helpful. But if you are having trouble forgiving and you need to get something off your chest, I have a couple suggestions for you. One is to talk through it with somebody else. Sometimes you just need to get it out, what you're thinking through, what is so hard to forgive, and be honest and know that you're heard. And sometimes all you need is just to talk it through with someone who will be confidential and who will help you gain perspective. So maybe you need to talk it through if there's a difficult area of forgiveness in your life. Another thing that you could consider doing is writing it out. I remember a while back, I was having a hard time forgiving someone, and this just kept coming back to my mind. And in this case, I knew they hadn't intentionally done it, but it hurt me deeply. And I felt really betrayed and let down by the person. But I thought there's not going to be anything good coming out of me talking to them, because I know it wasn't on purpose. I know they were doing the best they could in this situation. And if I share it with them, it's just going to make it their burden instead of mine. I don't want to double the burden. I want to make it less. And so what I did was I wrote them a letter, and I wrote, oh, these are all the things that you've done that let me down, all the things that I need to forgive you for, and I forgive you. I knew I would never send this letter, but I needed to write it and just get it all out. And you know what I was surprised about? Is how short this letter was. It was so short because really all this that had been eating me up inside, it wasn't really that much at all. And so as I wrote it out, I was able to truly forgive, to truly get perspective on this issue, and to let it go. I encourage you to do one of those things. If there's a hard area of forgiveness, talk it out with somebody that you trust who will be confidential, and talk about it with God. Maybe write it out in one of those letters that you're never going to send, but get it out in the open. Writing it out or talking it out can help you understand what it is that's really been so hard for you, that's making it hard for you to forgive. So that's my challenge for you today. If you're struggling with forgiveness, think about what are some ways that you can be more honest with yourself and really see what it is at its root that is hard for you to forgive. I think that can be a key step to moving forward. I hope that you are able to do that and improve some of those difficult relationships in your life.